What's up, witches? It's the Undercover Witch, and today we are doing our earth sign. So if you are a Taurus, this reading is for you. This reading is going to be for throughout the end of July into August. I know we're starting a bit late this time, but I was rearranging my entire room and my life. So thank you for your patience. And thank you everybody who's been super supportive. I know I've mentioned some of my family's health issues here on different platforms and stuff, so thank you so much for y'all's support and for y'all sticking around. I really do appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get started on your reading. We usually do these by week, so we're going to have 4 different rows. We're going to pull some clarification cards and some different things like that. But if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment down below if you're interested in getting readings. I do them a little bit differently than everyone else. I do your sun sign first, and then we go through your moon, Venus, and rising. That way we can get a full picture on love, on money, on your relationships, on how people view you. So it's fun stuff. And also there's no confusion on, I don't know, I'm watching, for my moon sign, but what if this is just a sun sign thing? Cut out the confusion. We're doing your moon sign. Like, let's just say what it is. It's your moon sign reading. It helps you not doubt yourself. But let's focus on today. We have the King of Cups, the 4 of Wands. That is interesting. Okay, we're doing your reading a little bit different than what we would normally do. But Spirit says this is what we're doing. So give me a moment, because this is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do and what I've been doing. It's the real deal. Not really. I mean, it could be whatever. But also, again, like, this is so odd. The energy's weird. There's big actions. Life-changing events. We're going to spend a little bit more on your reading. If this is a bit longer than usual, I apologize. You might be doing your reading a bit differently, so I'm, again, sorry for anything I just said about how this reading works, because it might be different. And one more thing before I get started. If you're interested in any of the decks I'm using, go check my About section of the channel. This main deck we're using is a Tarot of Dreams by Ciro, I don't know, Ciro Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams, and I love this artist. He's amazing. Go check him out. I don't know if you'll find him like on Instagram or anything like that, but he's an older artist, I believe, and his daughter usually sells some of his stuff. He just works on the artwork. So again, please go check him out where you can. Some of his older decks are like super expensive to get. Beautiful artwork. Okay, so the first card I have for you is the Page of Cups. So there's some kind of message coming in. I don't think it's for you. But there's a message coming in, and I think it might be about you. Okay. I feel like this situation that you're in right now is very important. You might be in a situation where you're hanging out with maybe the wrong crowd, and you have the potential to be noticed by somebody who is even more wrong. Right? So let's say you're just hanging out with a group of people because you think they're cool, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like high school, like, don't do drugs, how they're like always pushing, like, oh, don't hang out with the wrong crew because you might become a drug dealer or something crazy, or you might meet the drug dealer or something like that. I feel like it's similar to that vibe. Like, you're gonna meet like the ringleader of everything. And there's somebody who's seeing this from the outside, who sees that person, who sees you, who sees y'all's proximity. And there's something happening there, like some kind of guardian angel is like watching over your shoulder, and it's just getting very serious, very fast. And I'm not saying that you're in any danger. I think this is something that's, I don't want to say destined. I think it's just something that happens around you. It might be because of your energy and where you're at right now. You're going through some sort of spiritual awakening, and it's causing your energy to like burst. So a lot of times what people don't realize is this is a cycle. You go through a cycle. You go through this hermit journey where it kind of, he walks in and out in that figure 8. And as he reaches the outer corners, it's light and super, has a lot of energy. There's a lot going on. And then he comes back around, and in that center, it's dark. And he's the only light. And you do that over and over again. So some people don't realize that, like, there's moments where you're more spiritual. And then there's moments when you have more opportunity. And those are on different, ends of, like, that spectrum, right? You're in that moment where you're kind of like walking into the complete darkness, and there's no confusion. It is bright in that darkness, but you don't realize it's you. You're very connected to spirit right now. You don't realize it's you and not your environment. Because you're looking around, you're just like, wow, everyone's so great. Everything's so great. I feel so connected. But it's because you finally get to see or feel your own energy, and not around everyone else's, not around the sun's energy. So where it's like almost whited out, like you can't feel it, you can't see it, you can't differentiate from others, And we have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is a lot about marriage. It's about walking through, here we have a doorway. It's literally about walking through something. So you're moving into something new, something bigger, right? And then we have the Emperor here coming in sideways. And I do believe this Emperor is a guide. I think that these certain sideways pieces are these trigger events, like these bigger events. So I think that there's a guide that's watching over you, and this Page of Cups, like all of this energy is coming together. It's not coming together in a way like all of these things are working together. It's just because you are existing the way you are right now in this moment, how I just described earlier. It's causing all of these other things to go on, and all of this energy, from other people, from source, from your spirit guides. They all see it, and they're coming to you to rescue you, pretty much. They're all reacting to your energy. We have the Palace of Cups reversed. So again, usually your cups, you're in that King of Cups energy, that reverse King of Cups energy. The King of Cups in general is already a very manipulative card. It is somebody who is really understanding. Think of like dark empaths, right? They can feel what you feel, and they use it against you. And that's kind of what that King of Cups energy already is. But now it's even worse. Like, they know it, and they don't care. Sometimes somebody's an empath, they're a dark empath, they use it for their own purposes, but they use it just to help themselves. They don't care about you, but they don't do it on purpose. You know what I mean? They just take the opportunity when they can. This is like, they have a motive. They don't have like a heart. And we have this Palace of Cups reverse, and it really explains why you might be in this situation, because the further down you go into the water, like the darker it gets, right? So all of this light's coming in and shining a light on all of this stuff that's going on around you. That light is trying to get in to come reach you. It's trying to like pull you back down or out. We have the Tower as well, and that's a sideways event. So I do really feel like this is a divine event. There's going to be a tower moment happening around you. So like as you move, like the tower's crumbling, and everybody's trying to like pull you out as that tower is falling. And we have the 5 of Coins, which is you feeling left out. So possibly there could be a lot going around you right now, going on around you, and you might feel left out. And because everybody, as that tower falls, everyone's kind of like pulling together and like trying to stay together, and you want to stay with the group, but in reality all of this is happening so the group can be disbanded. That way everybody can go on their own journeys and heal away from each other, because there's some kind of codependency in this group that you're involved in. We have the 8 of Wands reversed, and the 8 of Wands is usually about manifestations coming in. However, I feel like that's an energy that can be moved around. So you may be seeing this Tower moment as super negative, but what you're not realizing is there are a lot of good forces coming in, and that's why that Tower moment is coming. Not because it's something bad, but because there's something good. And that's where we have this death energy. You kind of see it, again, as something bad, but it's just a form of rebirth. So you need to acknowledge that there's the creation and that death. They are one and the same. They have to go together. You need both of them. That was a lot. The last things I have for you are the last 2 weeks, right? So all of this is going on the first 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, I have the Ace of Coins, the Four of Coins, and the Queen of Coins. So you're walking away not realizing your worth, and I think somebody else is going to kind of like toss you a coin, so to speak. They see you where you're at, and I think they're going to be able to offer you something stable, maybe financial, some stability possibly, that catches your attention, and you're like, oh, I'll go that way. It seems homey. It seems comfortable. I'll go that way. And it's less rough and tough than the people you're hanging out with now. So someone's basically trying to distract you. And like, come hang out with me. Come be with me. It's fine. Just come with me. We have the Seven of Swords, which is, and the Seven of Coins. 2 sevens in a row. And also the Star, which has the 7 in it, in the number, in the Roman numerals. So we have 3 sevens, which is really good luck. Amazing good luck. But that 7 swords is about walking away from something that is no longer serving you. And we have the 7 of Coins, which is harvest, which is harvesting. So you're no longer the harvester. You no longer have to harvest your own things. That stuff just comes to you. And you can make the decision to work and harvest it for other people, or you can keep what you grow on your own. So basically, you know, you can keep your energy for yourself, or you can keep dishing it out to people who are just draining out your energy, right? You have to choose when it's right to walk away. And yeah, they're not going to like it, but right now they're using you like you're their crop, and they're like taking from you, and you don't belong to anybody. You're yourself, you know? And we have the Star, which is about replenishing yourself, giving that energy back to you. So I hope that's helpful. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to do the oracle cards for each week. I don't feel like that's right for this. But I am going to go ahead and grab your goals. There's always a lot going on for you, Taurus. Please think of all the things in your life that you are proud of and that fulfill you, make you happy, and write them down somewhere. Look at that list every time you feel that you're failing. That is so that you can remember who you are and what you're worth. Because you need to do it, and you need to do it like yesterday. And let's go ahead and see what archetypes we are dealing with for today. For this month, sorry. So the Forest. So I think that's pretty good. Forest can be kind of confusing. It can be a safe place. It can be a place of like, you're close to nature, but also you have to realize that when you're out in nature, you have no control. You are truly at nature's whim. Recognize that. And then we have the Vessel. So recognize what you carry. You carry space within you. You have to carry space for yourself, one, and first and foremost. You have to carry space for yourself, but also, you know, when you try to carry space for others and you don't leave room for yourself, you become very vulnerable and you don't acknowledge your worth and what you like about yourself. Everything seems like an attack because you're left on the outside while other people are taking up that space. Last, let's go ahead and do your angel card. This is God is in charge. If you're not religious or like, you know, God or whatever, I get it. But this does mean that the universe is really taking control, that it is the energy that is driving, you know, all of these natural things are happening because that's what your energy is calling for. That's what's in effect right now. Last but not least, let's do your 3 questions. Take a second. I know I go fast. Think about everything. Let's go ahead and ask your 3 questions. 1, 2, 3. It's a yes or no. No, and let's see why. We have the Emperor again. So we have the Emperor twice, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So you're being protected from having control, really. You're being protected from making a choice. If you had control in this moment, if you were able to make a decision in this moment, it wouldn't be the right one. So I feel like, the night starts. You're being guided by spirit to take certain actions, and you're being guided in certain ways. So everything falling apart around you is for your benefit. 1, 2, 3. Second question. That is a yes. We have the 6 of Wands. So that's about victory. So you are going to come out of this. We have the King of Swords as well. Victory, it's going to be fine. You're going to be great. Don't even worry about it. You're a warrior. You stand tall. You're protected. 1, 2, 3. Last question. No. Whew. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords again. The 2 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. So possibly you saw yourself like really getting married into the situation. But there's conflict there, and it is something you need to walk away from. So maybe you're romanticizing it in your head, but you really need to focus on what's good for you and walk away if you can. Just because you have a picture of how something's supposed to go doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. So you need to pay attention to the signs and not just kind of your daydreams, you know? But that's everything, Taurus. And I hope that this was super helpful for you. It was a kind of intense reading. But just make sure you are paying attention to any red flags in the people around you, any scary situations. Don't go out alone at night with people or people you don't know. Make sure you're telling your friends where you're at, your mother, your whoever you have. Make sure somebody knows where you're going, and just stay safe. But all of this can be avoided. It's all based off your decisions and the energy you choose to let in. It just feels like you're very vulnerable right now to be taken advantage of. That's what I'm worried about. That is all I have as far as the reading goes. But real quick, again, if you have not already liked, subscribed, commented, please do so. Tell me what you think about the reading. Tell me if you have any questions, any concerns. Go ahead and follow my TikTok if you haven't already. All of that should be in my descriptions and my about sections. I do free readings on there every once in a while, so you could get one of those. And I am a Podbean affiliate, so if you're interested in starting your own podcast, please check out Podbean and use my link down below. You can start out on Podbean, get it dispersed to, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. You can get it all over the place. You can have people playing your podcast on Alexa. They can pull you up on, the web or on TV or whatever, on Amazon. So it's a really good way to get started and just to see if you like it. And if you don't maybe you like podcasting, you don't like to do it on Podbean, it's okay, because you use my affiliate link, you get that month free. And if you decide that you want to change platforms, it's all you gotta need is that RSS feed link, and you can move that and put that in another platform, and they'll move your podcast over to the new platform. So there's no hassle about it at all. So if you're interested, and if you have questions, ask, please. I'm here to answer anything, to get started, to set up your account, whatever. Let me know. I've done it before, and I know some of the ways to get everything distributed. Each platform kind of has their own rules to do it. So I know those are going to be kind of daunting to go through, but it's super, super easy once you actually take the time to read through all of them and just follow it step by step. So I'm here to help. But that is all I have. If you're interested in a private paid reading, you can go ahead and message me on Instagram or check me out on Keen. I'm as the Undercover Witch, so you can schedule something with me there. But I hope that you have a great and wonderful weekend.